for the period January to March will be coming out later today. And even though the economy is expected to continue its slow recovery from the impact of the pandemic, many sectors are still struggling, as my colleague Archana Shukla reports.
It's still dark times for India's small industries. The steel used in making these everyday utensils now cost nearly 1.5 times more. Prices of other raw materials and manufacturing processes have gone up too. This has drained profits for small factories like this one in Mumbai's suburbs. It meant making hard choices. They had to cut jobs and limit production.
It's difficult to operate in a full 8-hour shift, so we shut early. We've also sent half our staff back to their villages. Raw material prices need to stabilize. Volatility affects our markets more.
Manufacturing units like these are not the only ones affecting India's economic growth.
Even though industries have seen some business recovery post the pandemic, there hasn't been a proportionate upturn in the jobs market or in the incomes of people. This, coupled with rising prices of everyday goods, has affected people's ability to spend.
India's consumption-driven economy is caught in a bind. Manufacturing is struggling. Services like travel and tourism are still recovering from the pandemic woes. Economists say India needs fresh investment to spur growth.
There are lots of plans on the anvil to try and kickstart investments in this country, right? So the government has set aside a lot more money than before on capital expenditure, roads, railways, ports, power, and so on and so forth. So that's one good part. Unfortunately, our track record on execution of these reforms has been miserable. So as things stand, I'm not holding my breath that these reforms will actually take root and we will reach our potential growth.
India's largest employer, agriculture, has been resilient so far with a good harvest. But rising input costs and unpredictable weather patterns could cast a dark cloud on growth going forward. Archana Shukla, BBC News, Mumbai.
I want to bring you some breaking news that's just come